In this video, I'm going to be sharing some tips and tricks for your gardens in Minecraft. Of course, you can use these, you can do what you want. This is what the video is about. You can modify them, you can have your own opinions. And please, if you have any more tips and tricks that I maybe haven't mentioned, please leave them down in the comments below. And if you have any more video ideas, please leave them in the comments below as well. For tip number 1, we've got a hedge. So you might want a hedge in your garden. And I wouldn't recommend using this if you're going for the natural side of the garden, because you can easily see that this is man-made, not natural at all, and the corner just doesn't reflect what you might want. And it's too small in height and too thin. It just doesn't suit me, unless you're maybe doing a backyard garden for a house and it's really compact. Maybe you could do something like this, but I'd recommend doing it higher. But for this, I really do like it because it has loads of different leaves and might show the natural side of your garden, that you're everywhere. It's kind of agricultural, as some might say. It has birch, spruce, oak. Those leaves aren't that hard to acquire. And it really does work, because I'm doing a garden right now in one of my worlds, Hunt's Garden, and it really does show to work well. Tip number 2, I'm doing an entrance to a garden, or maybe kind of a gateway in your garden that you might want a kind of undercover cove, and you don't want this. Okay, this entrance just doesn't look nice. When you walk through, you want to feel something, and like I said, it's too thin and all that, but we're gonna ignore that. It's too symmetrical. Gardens, natural ones, aren't normally symmetrical. Maybe if you're doing a hedge maze, yes, do this, but if you came to this video for a hedge maze, we're not doing that. And if you're here because of this is what I'd recommend to do. And by all means, copy this. It's one of my favourite ones here, because you've got loads of different leaves. You've got the spruce fence going above and lantern there. It looks great with shaders because you can see through. For the next tip, we'll be doing a pond. Now, don't do this at all. It's too square. It does not look natural. If you want a natural garden, don't do this. And it's too shallow. It's not deep at all. It's just dirt. Nothing in it. But with this pond, at night, it looks nice. So if I set it to night, that just kind of glows. And when you're walking past at night, it might look amazing. With the sea pickles, the coral fans, the sea grass, the sand. I know it might seem like a lot, but it really does pay off in the end. And maybe you could get rid of the corals if you don't want them. So for a path in a garden, depending on how big it is, it's straight line, it's just the grass path. I know I've done that for here, but that doesn't matter. You don't want a grass path because it still doesn't show the natural side of things. Maybe you do, maybe you can kind of curve it out and all that, but it just doesn't show maybe what you're building, especially for a garden. But for this, having loads of different blocks, it might show a run down side. You have the leaves in there to kind of show overgrown. Same with the lily pad to kind of show that maybe it's rained or something. And the last tip will be flower placing. So you don't want to place flowers like this. It just feels too symmetrical, like I've mentioned with the hedge gate. And you don't want symmetry, or at least too much symmetry in your garden, because it still won't feel natural. But with this, of course you're going to have the straight lines there as kind of maybe paths. And you got the flowers. I've done this so many times and it's always worked out. And I like the leaves against it as kind of a barrier. I know I did say that for the hedge, but this isn't a hedge. This is a kind of outline of it. This isn't for a garden, of course. But this, I love this, where you have a path. Of course I said the grass path thing, but just ignore that. We're talking about the flowers. With the flowers, it just looks so nice for the path here, and then there will just be loads of different flowers there. Thank you all for watching the video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did enjoy, please like, comment, subscribe. I'll be streaming on Twitch maybe later today, and if not, if you haven't followed, go follow. It's same as my YouTube, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.